Hello, my friends. At the beginning, I want to say thank you for extreme kindness to the donors to my channel. Janet and Tom Borg and Burgs, B-U-R-G-S. And I was not expecting this, that someone will be so kind to me and I will get from them iPad 12 by 12.9 big from Apple. I can't wait. They already sent me the money. I'm waiting for the transaction to go through. It's a few days from PayPal, and then I will go to our store, local store, and I will go and buy it. And I'm speechless. I think I have wonderful angels watching over me, and thank you, Janet and Tom. I'm recording everything on my telephone, so it was sometimes challenge, but I was never expecting that someone will help me. I was more than I could expect. Okay, I will start to answer questions from my viewers. And it's from Elizabeth. Trump has spoken to Putin a few times last week. What were they discussing? And as an answer, I asked my husband to draw a picture for me. And this is Putin and this is Trump sitting on a barber chair. And Putin is using straight razor to shave him. That's a very vulnerable position for anyone. Whoever is allowing someone, especially for Trump, to ask Putin to do this for him. So I think, and when they are holding the razor like that under the chin, that's a very vulnerable situation. I think Putin was putting a knife on his throat. The straight razor is even sharper than most knives, and make him to feel vulnerable. So my husband is a very good caricaturist. He was working at the big company as master electrician in Canada for over 25 years. And nearly every day he will be doing some caricatures what was related to the plant, and they were no one was allowed to take that from that board, but everyone from the office was coming and looking at the fun that he was making from everyone. And that's from Elizabeth. This one is related to South Dakota. This is this place where so many people were affected to be sick. And Linda Odegaard, what will happen to the governor of South Dakota, Kristen Noem? She has 700 people testing positive for COVID-19 on the meat plant. She wants to do nothing. She doesn't make any restrictions. The stores are open, the restaurants are open, and everything is going like wildfire. She wants to reopen the plant, even it's closed right now. As an answer, I saw her going to the playground and sliding from that tube down. So, someone was asking me to hold the cards longer. That was Robin. So, I hope I hold this long enough now. So, she will go down to the drain eventually. She can't expect people to be all the time. No, that will be a huge experiment for everyone, how it will go if there is no barrier. So South Dakota will be one of those places that a lot of people will be affected. I hope not. I hope they have a good immune system, but and so that plant is producing 5% of pork for the whole country. Henny. Smithfield closed, it's again the same kind of related to the same question. Closed South Dakota meat plant after more than 80 people, because when she was writing it was only 80 people, employees test positive for coronavirus. Yes, but now it's over 700 people. Is it possible that people contracted that from processing infected animals? And I saw a glove on the floor. So this is my drawing. It's not as good as my husband's. And I think it is not enough protection. They were not protected enough, and that's the reason they were infected. If it will be from animals, the farmers will be the first one who will be infected. So I don't think it was the animals infecting people, it was just spreading between the people. So I don't think it was from the animals. We can find that eventually that I was wrong, but I had that vision that it was the glove. And that's a symbol. Mask and glove, those are the symbols of not enough protection. Crystal black dice. Kellyanne Conway's husband, George Conway, who is a Republican, by the way. He's a lawyer and a Republican. And he was Trump's friend. Has just endorsed Joe Biden for president. What is she thinking about her husband? As an answer, I saw his bedroom, her bedroom, do not enter. I think they don't have a really happy marriage. It looks like they are not happy campers. They are living in the same house, they have the same children. But that must be, especially for her to be controlled by her husband being so rebellious, that's not what she wants to experience. I can't imagine to deal with someone who will be that opposite with me, but a lot of families are divided because of the way they are thinking politically. And I think he's on the right side, by the way. Ask sources, that the questionnaire is asking if Trump was surgically defined body, has surgically defined body double. And I saw mannequin. I didn't draw mannequin. He might have it. We might never learn it until there will be attempt of assassination. Even in Poland, in the late 90s, when we had President Lech Wałęsa, we never even thought that he could have a double. Country was very poor because we just stood up on the feet. The country stood up. I was already here. And he had double. And the double was killed on the steps entering some apartment. Yes, they have doubles, body doubles. And we can't be sure that I think he has someone. Yes, ask sources. I think you are on the right question. Lady Day, hey, Lady Day, she asks me quite often questions. Can you tell us if Trump has lying sickness he can't help? Yes, he said about 1,800 lies since he is a president, 18,000 lies. And he thinks this is praying boy. He feels that he's altar boy because he believes in something everyone else has to believe in, his propaganda, in his lies. He is not able to see difference between lying and not lying. So, yeah, he is mentally wired that way, that he has to lie, and so many people can upset him because he thinks his lies are the truth. And the journalists, when they are asking him questions, he is complaining that they are not asking him nice questions. So, by the way, thank you everyone that I don't have to be upset with you and tell you that you are mean because you are asking me questions. Somehow, Andrew Cuomo is never complaining about the publicity. He's never complaining about any journalist. He's not mean to anyone. He's selling the truth as it is. Not pink, not white. He's selling as it is. It's white truth or whatever. He is selling what is the real story. Trump, he is not able to figure out how to say the truth, so he's always lying. And that's illness. That's nothing else than illness. So yes, Lady Day. Red Gypsy. Trump is making videos from White House on taxpayers' money against the law Hatch Act. Will he be charged with this crime? Girl, Red Gypsy, he has a bag full of crimes that he will be charged one after another. There will be like Christmas coming to the courts and bringing bags full of complaints. There is more than, well, he had 4,200 before became a president. Criminals problems. People were charging him. Now that he will be charged, he will get Guinness award for being charged so many times. Lynn, many fires. For everyone who recovers from COVID-19, will they have immunity for second wave on this virus? Not all of them. There is a lasso, and those are imitation of horses or people, and the lasso will pull one once in a while. So there will be something that will not be completely, that immune system is not going to be bulletproof. So it might be just for a few months, and that will be disaster if that will not give us immune when someone will go through that illness. Honey Badger. What will happen to the World Health Organization when Trump will, because Trump is leaving that organization. He's pulling Americans' fundings. And as an answer, I saw the World Organization will go forward. USA will sit and wait. He is cutting his legs short. It is the nice collaboration of so many scientists. He should use that, especially now when the epidemic is going so hard. He is pulling. That's a crime, another crime that he is doing. Nita Parker wants to know How is Puerto Rico doing with this virus? And as an answer, I saw that old tool that secretaries were using in the offices, and they were writing some names and everything related to the patients or whatever. But it was on that kind of tool, which means that Puerto Rico is very primitively protected. They don't have the resources, they don't have the ventilators, they don't have enough equipment, masks and so on. But people are very obedient. I couldn't find too much because everything is in Spanish and I don't speak Spanish. So but they have every second day, well, whoever has the number, depends what the number is ending that day, that people can, on the car, they can go to do groceries. So that way they are even more controlling who can be on the street, who can't, which is very smart because they have to protect themselves as much as possible. And I don't know if they might be announcing in the newspaper which number is, and the last number is allowing to go. Not bad idea, actually. So I will pull a few cards for Puerto Rico. That country had the earthquake not long ago, and they are still after the Hurricane Maria. So it's very devastating to live there. It's hard for anyone who is surviving there. It's just pure survival to be there. So how is Puerto Rico doing? On top of that, there are some rats. Yeah, they are completely confused. They are vulnerable, not knowing what decision they can make. A lot of crimes, probably, a lot of drama, a lot of dishonest people too. But it is that the illness, it's like devil living in the hell. Yes, a lot of people will go for spirituality. They will be trying to uplift the souls, so they will be doing everything what is possible for them to. Yeah, the doctors will be working as hard as they can work, but they survive. Yes, they will come out of this as a united island, and they will be survivors. No matter what, those people are extremely helpful to each other. They don't have too much, but they will obey the rules. They will be trying to separate, the streets are empty, so at least they are doing as much as possible. That illness, it's making the hell for them. But they will survive. They will survive like we will survive. Everyone will survive. It's just time consuming. Yeah, there will be casualties because, in Canada we have 24,000 and in our province we have 2,100. But we have 2,000 deaths. So they are trying to hold us obedient, and we are. For some people that the government is helping to us, they can't because they think that if you are owner of the store and you don't have employee, that you can survive. That's probably what it is. Nita Parker wants to know that was about Puerto Rico, sorry. Roxanne M. says, you say that GOP will abandon Trump. Would they put another representative nomination for this year convention? They might put even two, But they will be making really small splash. It's like too little fountain and not enough excitement, enthusiasm. It will be for nothing. So that they wouldn't have anyone that will be really visible. Christina Robinson. Will we ever see a video of Trump having a tantrum? Probably after he will be out of the office, we will see a volcano of those moments. People will be recorded. He has probably a lot of moments that he's recorded, that are recorded, but people are afraid to post them now. It will come. It will be avalanche of those, of volcano of those videos, how badly he was behaving. And Dr. Antonio Fucci is apparently the sexiest man alive. 78. I will vote for him. I will vote for him because he is so honest. Yes, the Dr. Briggs. No, she tried to do what Barr is doing with Trump. That's not the way to deal with this guy. So there is no positive outcome being motherly towards him and protecting him. Maybe she is in love with him, who knows. And Mazurka Wojciechowska, in English wierzba, because in the previous video I said sticks from wierzba. Wierzba is a willow. No, my husband never hit me even with the willow, never hit me with anything. And he splashed me, but I splashed him far more than he did. So he just used the water like that, and he was sitting at the edge of the bed when I really hit him hard. So yes, it's fun to be married. We are nearly 40 years married in really short distance, and we can't even celebrate. That's nice to be married that long. I think it is, you feel like you are, every answer, that we can surprise each other, but we are always laughing. We surprise each other quite often. And sometimes he's saying, one day I will record you and post you. So you can imagine how I can be sometimes. Okay, again, Janet and Tom, thank you so much for your kindness. Yes, my channel will benefit from your generosity. Thank you, and I will too. Thank you. Bye-bye.